The lights of Nexus Prime Station flickered as Dr. Amanda Cross walked through the busy trading halls. Aliens of all shapes and sizes moved around her, talking in languages she did not understand. Some had 4 arms, others had scales instead of skin, and a few floated in the air without legs at all. Amanda pushed her long brown hair behind her ear and checked her datapad. She was looking for new alien life forms to study. Her job as a xenobiologist meant she spent her days learning about creatures from other worlds. It was the best job in the galaxy, she thought. "Amanda, over here," called Jake Miller from across the hall. He was her research partner and best friend. Jake had been working with her for 3 years, and they made a good team. He was tall and thin, with kind blue eyes that missed nothing. Amanda walked over to where Jake stood near a group of purple aliens. They looked like giant crabs, but walked on 2 legs. The aliens were arguing loudly about something.
"Oh, what are you?"
"They sang?" Amanda asked. "I think they are upset about a pet," Jake said. He spoke some alien languages better than Amanda did. "They keep saying it brings bad luck." One of the crab-like aliens turned to them. It had 6 eyes that all looked at Amanda at the same time. "You are humans?" "Yes?" it asked in broken English. "Yes, we are," Amanda said. "I am Dr. Cross, and this is Jake Miller. We study alien animals." The alien made a sound like laughing, but it sounded mean. "Then you stay away from the cursed one. It brings death to all who touch it." "What cursed one?" Jake asked. The alien pointed toward the back of the station. "In the waste area. Someone left it there to die. Good thing, too. That creature is bad news." Amanda felt her heart speed up. An animal left to die. She could not let that happen. "What kind of creature?" Lumina, the alien said, in all 6 eyes. "Went wide with fear. Very bad. Very cursed." "Everyone knows this." Amanda looked at Jake. He had the same worried look she felt. They both cared about animals, even alien ones. If something was hurt and alone, they had to help. "Thank you," Amanda said to the alien. She grabbed Jake's arm. "Come on." They walked quickly toward the waste disposal area. The station got darker and dirtier as they moved away from the main trading halls. The air smelled bad, like old food and machine oil. "Amanda, maybe we should be careful," Jake said. "If everyone is scared of this thing, there might be a good reason. Or maybe they are just being mean," Amanda said. "You know how some people are afraid of things they do not understand?" They found the waste area behind a heavy metal door. Inside, garbage and broken machine parts were piled high. The smell was even worse here. Amanda covered her nose with her shirt. "There," Jake whispered, pointing to a corner. Amanda saw it then. The small creature was curled up behind a pile of metal scraps. It was about the size of a house cat, but it looked nothing like any earth animal. Its fur changed colors slowly, from blue to purple to silver. It had 6 thin legs tucked under its body and large eyes that seemed to glow in the dark. The creature was breathing fast and shallow. Amanda could see cuts on its side, and its fur was dirty and matted. It looked like it had not eaten in days. "Oh, you poor thing," Amanda said softly. She took a step closer. The creature's eyes opened wide. They were the most beautiful eyes Amanda had ever seen. It looked old and wise, like they had seen many things. The creature's fur turned bright yellow, which Amanda thought might mean it was scared. "It's okay," she said in a gentle voice. "We want to help you." The creature tried to stand up but fell back down. It was too weak to move much. Amanda could see it shaking. Jake checked his scanner. "It's alive but barely. Heart rate is too fast, and body temperature is too low. Needs medical help right now. Can you lift it?" Amanda asked. "I think so." Moved slowly. Jake moved slowly toward the creature. "Hey there, little one. We are going to help you." The creature did not run away. It just watched them with those big, smart eyes. When Jake gently picked it up, its fur turned a soft green color. Amanda thought that might mean it felt safe. The creature was so light that Jake could carry it easily. It fit in his arms like a baby, and it made soft sounds that reminded Amanda of a cat purring. "We need to get it to our ship," Amanda said. "Dr. Campbell can help." As they walked back through the station, other aliens stared at them. Some pointed and made scared sounds. Others moved away quickly, like the creature might hurt them just by being near. An alien that looked like a tall bird with 4 wings flew over to them. "You fools," it said in a high voice. "That is a Lumina. It will bring death to your ship." "It's just a herd animal," Amanda said. "No, Lumina are cursed. Everyone knows this. They bring bad luck and pain to anyone who helps them." More aliens gathered around them. They all looked scared and angry. Amanda held Jake's arm tighter. "The Zeltharian Empire threw that thing away for good reason," said another alien. "Their whole ship had accidents after they found it. 3 crew members died. That might have been just bad luck," Jake said. "No," the bird alien said. "Lumina are deathbringers. You must leave it here." Amanda looked down at the small creature in Jake's arms. It was so weak and helpless. Its fur had turned pale blue, and she thought it might be getting sicker. "We are taking it to our ship," she said firmly. "This animal needs help." The aliens all made unhappy sounds, but they moved out of the way. Amanda and Jake walked quickly toward their ship. Amanda could feel all the alien eyes watching them go. The creature looked up at Amanda with its beautiful, sad eyes. She touched its soft fur gently. "Do not worry," she whispered. "Humans do not leave friends behind." The Starbound Explorer was a small research ship, but it felt like home to Amanda. She and Jake hurried through the metal halls toward the medical bay. The creature in Jake's arms was getting weaker. Its breathing was very slow now. Captain Lisa Rodriguez met them at the ship's entrance. She was a strong woman with short black hair and serious brown eyes. Lisa had been a ship captain for 15 years, and she was very good at her job. "What is that thing?" Lisa asked, looking at the creature. "It's called a Lumina," Amanda said quickly. "It's hurt and needs help right away." Lisa frowned. "I heard about those on the station communication system. The aliens are saying you picked up some kind of cursed animal." "It's not cursed," Jake said. "It's just sick and scared." The creature made a soft sound, like a baby crying. Its fur was now almost white, which made Amanda worry even more. "Please, Captain," Amanda said. "We can't let it die." Lisa looked at the small creature for a long moment. Amanda could see her thinking hard about what to do. Finally, Lisa nodded. "Take it to Dr. Campbell, but if this thing causes any problems on my ship, it goes back to the station." Amanda felt relief wash over her. "Thank you, Captain." They found Dr. Ryan Campbell in the medical bay. He was a calm man with gray hair and gentle hands. Ryan had been a doctor for 20 years, and he had helped many different kinds of creatures.
"What
do we have here?" Ryan asked, looking at the Lumina. "We found it in the station's waste area," Jake said, putting the creature carefully on the medical table. "It's very weak." Ryan started checking the creature with his medical tools. The Lumina did not fight or try to get away. It just lay there, breathing slowly. "This is interesting," Ryan said. "Its body is different from anything I have seen before, but I think I can help it." The creature's big eyes looked up at Ryan. Amanda thought she saw trust in those eyes. "What's wrong with it?" she asked. "It has not eaten in many days," Ryan said. "It also has cuts that are getting infected. And see this?" He pointed to a small device stuck to the creature's neck. Someone put a shock collar on it. Amanda felt angry. They were hurting it. "It looks that way." Ryan carefully removed the collar. The creature made a happy sound, and its fur turned a soft pink color. "I think that means it feels better," Jake said. Ryan worked for 2 hours to clean and treat the creature's wounds. He gave it medicine for the infection and hooked it up to a machine that would feed it through a small tube. "It should be okay now," Ryan said, "but it needs rest and good food for many days." Amanda touched the creature's soft fur. "Thank you, Ryan." The creature looked at Amanda and made a sound like purring. Its fur turned bright gold, which looked like a happy color. "I think it likes you," Ryan said with a smile. Amanda and Jake took turns watching the creature. They decided to call it Nova because of the way its fur looked like stars. Nova slept most of the time, but sometimes it would wake up and look around. With curious eyes, on the second day, strange things started happening on the ship. The lights in the main hall flickered for no reason. The computer system made beeping sounds that it had never made before. The ship's gravity turned off for 5 minutes, making everyone float in the air. Tony Garcia, the ship's engineer, came to talk to Captain Rodriguez. Tony was a big man with strong arms and a worried face. "Captain, something is wrong with the ship," Tony said. "I checked all the systems 3 times, but I can't find any problems." "What kind of problems?" Lisa asked. "The power keeps changing for no reason. The navigation system shows wrong numbers sometimes. This morning I got shocked by a wire that should not have any power in it." Lisa looked thoughtful. "When did this start?" 2 days ago, Tony said. Then his eyes went wide. "Right after we brought that creature on board." Lisa called a meeting with all the crew. Everyone sat around the main table in the ship's center room. Nova was there too, sleeping in a small bed that Amanda had made for it. "We need to talk about our passenger," Lisa said, looking at Nova. Beth Collins, the ship's other engineer, spoke up first. "Captain, I think we should take that thing back to the station. Ever since it got here, everything has been going wrong." Beth was a smart woman, but she was always worried about safety. She had red hair and green eyes that looked nervous. "It's just a hurt animal," Amanda said. "It can't be causing the problems." "How do you know?" asked Kevin Stone, the communications. Officer Kevin was young and usually agreed with Amanda about most things, but now he looked scared. Maybe the aliens were right about it being cursed. "There's no such thing as curses," Jake said. "Then why is everything breaking?" Beth asked. Amanda looked down at Nova. The little creature was awake now and looking at all the humans with its big eyes. Its fur was turning different colors quickly. Blue, then yellow, then purple. "Maybe it's scared," Amanda said. "Look at its fur. It keeps changing colors when we talk loud." Captain Rodriguez stood up. "Here's what we're going to do. We'll watch the creature for 3 more days. If the problems get worse, we take it back. If they get better, it can stay." "That's fair," Ryan said. Beth shook her head. "Captain, I think this is a mistake." "Maybe," Lisa said. "But we don't leave hurt animals to die. That's not what humans do." That night, Amanda sat next to Nova's bed. The creature was awake and looking at her. "I don't think you're cursed," Amanda whispered. "I think you're just different, and that scares people." Nova made a soft sound and touched Amanda's hand with one of its small paws. Its fur turned warm gold. "We'll figure this out," Amanda promised. "Humans don't give up on their friends." Nova's fur turned bright silver like stars in the night sky. Amanda thought it looked like the creature was smiling, even though it had no mouth like humans did. Outside the ship, space was dark and full of stars. But inside, Amanda felt warm and hopeful. She would not let Nova down. Amanda woke up to the sound of alarms. Red lights flashed in her room, and the ship was shaking. She jumped out of bed and ran to find Nova. The little creature was curled up in its bed, and its fur was bright red with fear. "It's okay, Nova," Amanda said, picking up the creature. "I'm here." Nova's fur slowly changed from red to yellow. Amanda could feel it shaking in her arms. Captain Rodriguez's voice came over the ship's speakers. "All crew to the engine room. We have a big problem." Amanda carried Nova with her to the engine room. Everyone else was already there, looking at the main engine with worried faces. "What's wrong?" Amanda asked. "The antimatter containment field is failing," said Carlos Martinez, the new engineer who had joined them at the last station. Carlos was a calm man who never got excited, but now he looked very scared. "If that field fails, we all die," Tony said. His face was white with fear. Amanda felt Nova getting more scared in her arms. The creature's fur turned dark purple and it made soft crying sounds. "How long do we have?" Captain Rodriguez asked. "Maybe 10 minutes, Carlos said. "The computer won't listen to my commands." Amanda noticed something strange. Every time Nova got more scared, the ship's lights flickered more. When Nova calmed down a little, the shaking got less. "Wait," Amanda said. "Everyone be quiet for a minute." "This is not the time for quiet," Beth said. "We're all going to die. Please, just try," Amanda said. She held Nova close and spoke in a soft voice. "It's okay, little one. We're safe. Everything is fine." Nova's fur slowly changed from purple to green. As it did, the ship stopped shaking as much. Look, Jake pointed at the engine readings. The containment field is getting stronger, Amanda kept talking to Nova in her calm voice. You're safe with us. We won't let anything bad happen to you. Nova's fur turned bright gold, and the alarm stopped. The red lights went back to normal white lights. Everyone stared at Amanda and Nova. How? Did you do that? Carlos asked. I don't think I did it, Amanda said, looking down at Nova. I think Nova did. That's impossible, Beth said. It's just a small animal. But Amanda was starting to understand. Nova, can you hear my thoughts? She asked the creature. Nova looked up at her with its big eyes. Its fur turned silver, and Amanda felt something strange in her mind. It was like a warm feeling, full of love and gratitude. Oh my God, Amanda whispered. You can read minds. Dr. Campbell stepped forward. That would explain a lot. If the creature can sense our emotions, and if it has some kind of telekinetic power, ... What's telekinetic? Oh, Tony asked. It means it can move things with its mind, Ryan explained. When we get scared or upset, Nova feels it and gets scared too. Then its powers make things go wrong on the ship. So it's not cursed, Jake said with a smile. It's just reacting to how we feel. Amanda thought about all the times things had gone wrong. Nova had been scared each time, and the crew had been worried or angry. Nova was just a baby trying to respond to the emotions around it. Nova, Amanda said gently, can you help us fix the ship when things go wrong? Nova's fur turned bright blue, and Amanda felt happiness in her mind. Captain Rodriguez looked amazed. So all this time we thought it was causing problems, but it was trying to help? I think so, Amanda said. Nova, show them. Nova looked around. At all the humans. Then it closed its eyes and concentrated. The lights in the engine room got brighter and steadier. The computer screens showed that all systems were working perfectly. Incredible, Carlos said. It's like having a living computer interface. Over the next few days, Amanda worked with Nova to understand its abilities better. She learned that Nova could sense emotions from far away. It could also move small objects with its mind and somehow connect with electronic systems. But the most amazing thing was how smart Nova was. It learned to communicate by changing its fur colors. Gold meant happy, blue meant curious, red meant scared, and silver meant it was trying to help. I've been researching Lumina in the database, Jake told Amanda one morning. I found some very old records. What do they say? Long ago, Lumina were not considered cursed. They were helpers and friends to many alien races. Some records say they were advisors to kings and leaders. What changed? Amanda asked. There was a big plague about 300 years ago. Killed millions of beings across the galaxy. Someone blamed the Lumina for it, even though there was no proof. Amanda felt sad. So people have been afraid of them for no good reason. It gets worse, Jake said. The records show that Lumina are almost extinct now. Most of them have been killed or abandoned. Nova might be one of the last ones. Amanda held Nova close. The creature's fur turned warm gold, and she felt love and trust from its mind. We have to tell people the truth, Amanda said. We have to show them that Lumina are not cursed. They're special and wonderful. How do we do that? Jake asked. No one will believe us. Amanda thought for a moment. We go to the Galactic Council. We show them what Nova can do. We prove that the stories about curses are wrong. Nova looked up at Amanda and made a sound like singing. Its fur turned bright silver, like stars. I think Nova likes that idea, Jake said with a smile. Captain Rodriguez found them in the research lab. I've been thinking about our passenger, she said. I want to help it find its family. Its family might all be dead, Amanda said sadly. Maybe, but if there are others out there hiding and scared, they should know that humans will protect them. Amanda smiled. That's exactly what I was thinking. Nova's fur turned rainbow colors, cycling through gold and silver and blue. Amanda had never seen it do that before. I think that means Nova is very happy, she said. Good, Lisa said, because we're going to need all the happiness we can get. Convincing the galaxy to change its mind about anything is not easy. But it's the right thing to do, Amanda said. Nova made its singing sound again and touched Amanda's face with a soft paw. In her mind, Amanda felt Nova's thoughts clearly for the first time. They were not words but feelings and images of gratitude, and hope the little creature had found a family that would never abandon it. And now, maybe other Lumina could find the same thing? The Centauri station was huge. Amanda had never seen anything so big in space before. It looked like a metal city floating among the stars. Ships from hundreds of different worlds docked at its many ports. "Are you ready for this?" Captain Rodriguez asked as their ship got closer to the station. Amanda looked down at Nova, who was sitting in her lap. The little creature's fur was light blue, which meant it was nervous, but trying to be brave. "We have to try," Amanda said. "Nova deserves a chance to show the galaxy who Lumina really are." The Galactic Council meeting room was enormous. Hundreds of different alien species sat in rows that went up to the ceiling. Amanda had never seen so many different kinds of beings in one place. Some aliens looked like giant insects. Others were made of what seemed like living rock. There were beings of pure energy floating in special containers, and creatures that looked like walking trees. The noise was incredible as they all talked in their different languages. At the front of the room sat the council leaders. There was Counselor Theric from the Dominion Alliance, a being that looked like a huge lizard with red eyes. Next to him was High Speaker Vex, who looked like a floating jellyfish with tentacles that glowed different colors. "The human delegation will now present their case," Thyrax said in a deep voice that echoed through the room. Amanda walked to the center of the room, carrying Nova. Jake followed with their research data on a portable screen. The room got quiet as everyone stared at them. "Thank you for letting us speak," Amanda began. "My name is Dr. Amanda Cross. This is Jake Miller and our friend Nova." Many aliens in the room made angry sounds when they saw Nova. Some stood up and pointed at the little creature. "That is Illumina," shouted a tall alien with 4 arms. "Why did you bring that cursed thing here?" Nova's fur turned red with fear. Amanda held it closer. "That's exactly why we're here," Amanda said, her voice getting stronger. "Nova is not cursed. Lumina are not cursed. We have proof." "Impossible," said Theric. "The curse of the Lumina has been known for centuries. They bring death and misfortune. Wherever they go?" "That's not true," Jake said, stepping forward. "We've studied Nova for weeks. The Lumina are empathic and telekinetic. They respond to the emotions around them." "Nonsense," said High Speaker Vex, his tentacles flashing angry red. "Colors. Humans are new to the galaxy. Do not understand our ancient wisdom." An alien that looked like a giant bird flew down from the upper seats. "My ship lost 3 crew members after we helped Illumina. Explain that, humans." Amanda felt Nova shaking in her arms. The creature's fur was getting darker red. "I can explain that," Amanda said. "When you expected bad things to happen, your fear made Nova scared. When Lumina are scared, their telekinetic powers cause accidents. It's not a curse. It's just how their abilities work."
"You lie?"
shouted another alien. "Everyone knows Lumina are evil." More aliens started shouting. The noise got louder and louder. Nova's fur turned bright red, and Amanda felt its terror. Suddenly, alarms started going off all around the council chamber. The lights flickered, and some of the seats started shaking. "You see," Thyrac roared. "The creature brings disaster." Even here, Amanda realized what was happening. Nova was so scared that its powers were affecting the station's systems. If this continued, someone could get hurt, and it would prove everything the aliens believed about Lumina. "Everyone please be quiet," Amanda shouted, but no one listened. The alarms got louder. Some of the aliens started running for the exits. A section of the ceiling began to crack. Then Amanda heard a new voice. It was calm and electronic, speaking perfect English. "Fascinating," said the voice. Amanda looked around and saw a being she had never seen before. It looked like it was made of metal and light, with glowing blue circuits running through its body. "I am Zeranine of the Nexus Collective," the being said. "I am a synthetic consciousness, so I have no emotions for the Lumina to sense. This allows me to observe objectively." Zeranine floated down to where Amanda stood. "Dr. Cross, your theory is correct. I can detect the telekinetic energy coming from your companion. It is responding directly to the fear levels in this room. It proves nothing, Thyric said. Actually, it proves everything, Zaranine replied. Observe. The synthetic being began to speak in a calm, peaceful voice. As it did, some of the younger aliens in the room started to quiet down. Nova's fur slowly changed from red to yellow dot. As Nova became less scared, the alarms began to stop. The shaking seats became still. Now watch what happens when we create a positive, emotional environment, Zaranine said. The synthetic being projected images into the air above them. There were beautiful pictures of space, planets, and starfields. Soft music began to play, Nova's fur turned gold, then silver. As it did, something amazing happened. The cracked section of ceiling began to repair itself. The lights became brighter and steadier. Systems that had been damaged by the fear-induced telekinetic activities started working perfectly again. Incredible, whispered an alien that looked like a walking crystal. It's not destroying things, it's fixing them. Lumina are not cursed, Amanda said, her voice carrying clearly through the now quiet room. They're healers. They're helpers. 300 years ago, someone blamed them for a plague they didn't cause, and the whole galaxy has been afraid of them ever since. Dr. Campbell, who had been watching from the human delegation seats, stood up. I've studied Nova's biology. Lumina have evolved to be companions. Their empathic abilities let them understand the needs of other species. Their telekinetic powers let them help solve problems. But the accidents, said the bird-like alien, sounding confused now instead, of angry, happened because everyone expected them to happen, Jake explained. If you believe a Lumina will cause disasters, your fear makes the Lumina scared, and scared Lumina accidentally cause the very disasters you're afraid of. A self-fulfilling prophecy, Zaranine said, most illogical. Adirak was quiet for a long moment. His red eyes stared at Nova, who was now calmly sitting in Amanda's arms with fur that sparkled like gold stars. Even if this is true, Tharik said slowly, the law is clear. Lumina are forbidden throughout the galaxy. Then the law is wrong, Amanda said firmly, and it's time to change it. Some of the younger aliens began to talk excitedly among themselves. Amanda could hear words like amazing and beautiful in several different languages, but many of the older aliens still looked angry and afraid. The council will consider what we have heard today, High Speaker Vex said, his tentacles now glowing, a thoughtful purple color. But change comes slowly to the galaxy. How slowly? Amanda asked. These matters take years to decide, Tharik said. Maybe decades. Nova looked up at Amanda with its big, wise eyes. Its fur flickered between gold and blue, and Amanda felt its sadness in her mind. Nova doesn't have decades, Amanda said. And neither do any other Lumina who might still be hiding out there, afraid and alone. Zaranine floated closer. Dr. Cross, what do you propose? Amanda took a deep breath. We propose that humanity offer sanctuary to all Lumina, starting now. We'll protect them while the council makes its decision. The room erupted in noise again, but this time it was debate, not panic. Some aliens argued that it was too dangerous. Others said it might be worth trying. Through it all, Nova sat calmly in Amanda's arms, its fur glowing with hope. 6 months later, Amanda stood in the middle of a beautiful green field on Earth. The sky was blue, and white clouds moved slowly overhead. The distance, she could see the new buildings of the Lumina Sanctuary. Nova was playing with 3 other Lumina in the grass nearby. The little creatures chased each other in circles, their fur changing bright colors as they played. Nova's fur was rainbow-colored with happiness. I still can't believe how fast this place grew, Jake said, walking up beside Amanda. He was carrying a data pad with reports from around the galaxy. How many now? Amanda asked. 47 Lumina have come to the sanctuary, Jake said with a smile. And we got 3 more messages yesterday from Lumina who are still traveling here. Amanda felt warm happiness in her chest. When they first brought Nova home to Earth, she had hoped maybe they would find 1 or 2 more Lumina. She never dreamed there would be so many. The sanctuary was everything Amanda had imagined and more. There were comfortable homes for the Lumina, medical facilities and research labs where humans and Lumina worked together. The Lumina helped solve technical problems with their telekinetic abilities, while humans provided protection and friendship. "Dr. Cross," called a young voice. Amanda turned to see 10-year-old Lucy Martin running toward her. Lucy was part of the first group of human children who came to learn at the sanctuary. Behind her ran a small Lumina with silver fur. Spark helped. "Me fix my broken robot," Lucy said excitedly. "Watch this." Lucy put a small toy robot on the ground. The robot had been broken for weeks, but now it walked around perfectly. Spark, the young Lumina, sat proudly next to it. The creature's fur glowed bright gold. "That's wonderful, Lucy," Amanda said. "You and Spark make a good team." More children came running over, both human kids and young Lumina. They played together like they had been friends their whole lives. The human children had learned to read the luminous mood colors. The Lumina had learned to be gentle with their telekinetic powers around their human friends. Captain Rodriguez walked over from the main building. "Amanda, we have visitors." Amanda looked where Lisa was pointing. The ship was landing near the sanctuary. It was not a human ship. As the ship's door opened, several alien beings came out. Amanda recognized some of them from the Galactic Council meeting. There was Zaranine, the synthetic being, and a few of the younger aliens who had seemed interested in learning more about Lumina. "Dr. Cross," Zaranine said as the group approached. "We have come to see your sanctuary." "You're welcome here," Amanda said, "but I should warn you, some of our Lumina are still nervous around non-humans." "That is understandable," said a young alien that looked like a walking crystal. "My name is Kathra. I am here to learn." As the alien visitors walked through the sanctuary, amazing things happened. The adult Lumina were careful at first, staying close to their human friends, but the young Lumina were curious. They came closer. To look at the strange visitors, one brave young Lumina approached Kathra. The crystal alien knelt down and spoke softly. "Hello, little one. I am sorry my people were mean to your kind for so long." The young luminous fur turned soft blue, then bright silver. It reached out with a tiny paw and touched Kethra's crystal hand. "It forgives you," Amanda said, feeling the emotion from the Lumina's mind. Kethra's crystal body began to glow with warm light. "I have never felt anything like this. It is beautiful." Other young aliens in the group had similar experiences. When they approached the Lumina with respect and kindness, instead of fear, the creatures responded with love and trust. "This changes everything," Zaranine said, recording everything with its sensors. "I must share this data with the Galactic Council. Has the Council made any decisions?" Amanda asked. "Some progress," Zarani replied. "Several younger species have officially requested that the laws against Lumina be changed. The older species still resist, but change is happening." Dr. Campbell joined them, leading a group of adult Lumina. "Amanda, our friends want to show our visitors something special." Lumina arranged themselves in a circle. Their fur began to glow, each one a different color. Then, working together, they used their telekinetic powers to lift water from a nearby pond. The water formed shapes in the air, flowers, birds, and stars that danced above their heads. "It is art," whispered Kethra. "They are making art together." Lumina love to create beautiful things, Amanda explained. "When they're happy and safe, they make the world more beautiful for everyone." The water shapes changed into images of the sanctuary, showing Lumina and humans working and playing together. Then the images showed spaceships traveling between stars with Lumina and other aliens as friends. "They are showing us the future they want," Zaranine said, its circuits glowing brighter. "A future where all species work together." As the sun began to set, the visitors prepared to leave. But before they went, something wonderful happened. More ships appeared in the sky. These were from species that had never visited Earth before. "Word is spreading across the galaxy," Kethra said. "Many young beings want to see the truth about Lumina for themselves." Amanda felt Nova's mind touching hers. The little creature was sending her images and feelings. Nova was happy, but it was also excited about something else. "Nova, what is it?" Amanda asked. Nova's fur turned bright silver and it made its singing sound. Then Amanda understood. Nova was sensing something far away, more Lumina, traveling through space toward Earth. There are more coming, Amanda told the group. A lot more. Jake checked his long-range scanners. I'm picking up 7 ships, all heading this way. Some of them are ... very old. Old ships, Lisa asked. I think they might be Lumina who have been hiding for a very long time, Amanda said. Nova can sense them, even from far away. Over the next few weeks, the ships arrived. The first one carried a family of Lumina who had been hiding on a distant moon for 50 years. The second ship brought Lumina who had been living in secret caves on an asteroid. Each ship brought more of the lost species home, but the biggest surprise came with the 7th ship. When it landed, the door opened, and out came an ancient Lumina, unlike any they had seen before. It was larger than the others, with fur that looked like starlight and eyes that seemed to hold the wisdom of ages. I am Starsinger, the ancient Lumina said, speaking directly into everyone's minds. I am the eldest of our kind. I have been waiting 300 years for the day when the curse would be broken. Amanda knelt before the ancient creature. We want to help your people find their place in the galaxy again. You have already done more than help, Starsinger replied. You have given us hope. Hope is the most powerful force in the universe. As winter turned to spring, the sanctuary grew into a small city. Humans and Lumina worked together too, build new homes and research centers. Young beings from dozens of alien species came to study and learn. The Galactic Council finally voted to remove the laws against Lumina, but by then it almost didn't matter. The change had already begun in the hearts and minds of individual beings across the galaxy. Amanda often sat in her favorite spot overlooking the sanctuary, with Nova curled up in her lap. The little creature had grown bigger and stronger, but it still loved to spend quiet time with its first human friend. Are you happy here? Amanda asked Nova one evening as they watched the sunset. Nova's fur turned bright gold, and Amanda felt its response in her mind. Nova was not just happy, it was grateful. Grateful that humans had seen past the fear and prejudice to find the truth. Grateful that its people were safe and free. As the stars came out, more Lumina gathered around them. They sang together in their special way, creating music that touched the soul. Human children and alien visitors sat quietly, listening to the beautiful sounds. Amanda smiled as she looked up at the stars. Somewhere out there, more Lumina were traveling toward Earth, following the songs of their people home. And somewhere out there, the galaxy was slowly learning that differences were not something to fear, but something to celebrate. Nova nuzzled against Amanda's hand, its fur glowing like starlight. In her mind, Amanda heard its final thought of, the day thank you for seeing who we really are. The curse of the Lumina was broken forever, and in its place grew something far more powerful. Understanding, friendship, and love that reached across the stars.